I got a phone call. It was a scam. But yeah, I'm not the type of person to see that you're in need, especially if I got it. Like if I got it, and if you family or if you close and I got it, then I'm going to help you out because I feel like that's what the world should do. That's why God gives you a status. That's why God gives you a power so you can help other people. You know what I'm saying? You just don't hog all the power to yourself and gloat and brag every day and try to act like other people are not worthy. I talked about that in another vlog that I did about religion. Like if your religion is telling you to dog people and down people, I feel like you might want to double take what you're doing. You might want to double take your religion. But anyway, yeah, man. So just looking for that moving arrangement that'll work out for me. But right now, I need to find good employment because I don't want no more handouts. I don't want nobody saying, "Yeah, man, well I helped you." Like, nah, I want to pay half rent, or a good percentage, based on my income or something. We can work something out. Knock off one of the bills, maybe like pay an internet bill or a light bill or a gas bill or something. But the first step is getting that employment, and I'm getting closer because I'm getting closer to accepting that you have to join the workplace. The workplace doesn't join you, so that's very important. That's a very important lesson. The workplace is always going to be the workplace, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta follow the rules, and if you don't like them, you gotta leave. But it wouldn't be recommended if if you need the money. But yeah, so that's like employment. Man, I did the interview. I got interviews coming up. Trying to get the new roommate situation. Man, what else have I been up to? Oh, um, I actually called my grandmother. I think I called her. Yeah, I called her. I actually called my grandmother, and she invited me to the barbecue. No, that's coming up July 4th. No. Why is this important? Well, it's important for a whole lot of reasons. It's embarrassing, but it's also important. Now, it's embarrassing because I haven't seen these people in a very long time. Now, these people are my family, so I consider they're my blood family. So I consider 6 months to a year a very long time as far as seeing your family. Now, some people say that's not long at all. I just seen you, you make sure you're okay. But I like to see my folks, a couple times a month, if not, once a week. Hear their voice, talk to them. But I haven't seen these people in ages, man. Like my grandmother, I probably seen a few times, but I haven't seen like my aunts, my cousins, even my dad. I haven't seen these people in a long, and not do mean a very, very, very long time. So I'm wondering how that's gonna end up, and then it's embarrassing because of my status. Now, my car, I got the part for it, but I'm wondering who I can pay to even put it on. And it's not about having a car and stuff like that, but it's just little things that seem to come much easier for my family. They're not coming as easy for me, and it's like it's different rules or something I'm not following or guidelines I'm not paying attention to. I've been out here on the outside for a long time, so I think a lot of different things, different settings and rules, and things like that. I think I'm forgetting them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think I'm following them right. But I think it's gonna do me good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and man up, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and show up to that event. I think I'm gonna do that because it's good for me. It's good for my folks to see I'm okay, even if I'm not in the best of auras. You know what I'm saying? Even if my energy and my aura is a little off, still good for them to see me. It's still good for them. Still good for me to see them. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So you're looking at an 80, 85% chance, 90% chance of me showing up to that barbecue, because I did get invited, and it would be very super rude to me. Not to go. It'd be extremely rude of me not to go, especially since I haven't seen them in a long time anyway. Just wondering who all gonna be there. Let's see. What else? Oh wait, I said it'd be embarrassing, and then I said something different. I forgot. But anyway, that's like the main thing. But like I said, man, it's always good to be around them. They are good people, period. You know what I'm saying? Even looking from the outside, even looking at it from like an outsider's perspective, um, is they're just a good people. Like they got good energy. Like that's like you always remember that about my folks on both sides of my family. I was talking about that on another vlog I did. Both sides of my family are light bringers. We have dark people, spotted within our family, like, but we are majority light bringers on both sides of our family. So I was blessed within that nature, you know what I'm saying? But it's always good energy, man. They always just want to have a good time, man. They know how to put problems to the side and let things roll. They know how to make work fun. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm dreading it at the same time. So, but yeah, like I said, 85-90% chance I will be showing up to that barbecue, to that thing, to that holiday event. But yeah, let's see. What else? What other big stuff? Got the employment, got the moving, the holiday. Yeah, the car. Like I said, I finally got the part. Now I'm just looking for a mechanic to install it, and I'm wondering how much mechanics even charge. Now, what I did was I looked on the internet, and I learned that mechanics don't normally like to deal with outside third-party parts because anything can happen. They like for you to drop the car off and they shop for the part for you is what they like. Now, the reason why I don't really like doing that is because they like to mark up the market value of the part. Now, I went to Safeway and they said just to fix that one part, which is the control arm, just to fix that one part would be $350. Now, I went and got the part for $100. Now, that's a hell of a markup. If you're charging $250 just for labor, and the part itself is less than $150, how does that make you look as a company? And I also learned this: the part that's actually on there. Well, I'm sorry, no. The part that I got is a generic part, which means it's not Mazda. The car that I own is a Mazda. And it will be preferred. It's preferable that I get a Mazda part to fit onto the car because that's what it's built for. You know what I mean? But I've known thousands of cars to get generic parts or different company parts, and the company is pretty good. It's called Duralast, which is a pretty trusted company. But actually, I didn't even look up the Mazda part. Like when I saw that part that included all three of the other parts that I needed, which is the control arm itself, then the bushing, and then the ball joint, the joint ball. All three of them came in the same box. You could have got them separately for much more expensive. Like the bushing alone would be like $60-$80. The ball joint alone would be like $60-$70, and the control arm is like $150. But I found them all for like $100, well, like $97 plus tax, which was crazy. I did a little bit of research, a little bit of searching, saw online, went to the store, picked it up, took the stuff off the website, took the part. It was actually a great experience. Came out, had the part, got the little warranty with it in case something happened to it. Can't really complain too much on that front. So I mean, yeah, most certainly. So I got the part. Now I'm just waiting to see what mechanic will be willing to put it on there. And then not only that, what mechanic don't want to charge me $1,000 just to put the part on the car. Because like I said, it's like a liability on their part too. So you gotta think about that. Let's see. I know the shocks are gonna be needed here soon. I know it's gonna be a couple other things. The transmission on the car is acting a little funny. Like sometimes the car, like when it's in park and you try to pull it back down the drive, sometimes it gets stuck in between neutral and the other gear. So you gotta stick a thing in there to get it. It's crazy, man. I mean, it's a 2004. It's over 10 years old. So but it was kept up in decent condition, not in the best. just about 160 miles, 1,000 miles. Like I said, it's a Mazda, so I want to try to get it to go to 300,000. I've seen Mazdas on 350,000 and still running. So that's what I want to do. I want to keep it for a couple years, just until I can afford something a little bit better, or I already worked on my credit, son. So give me a little job, give me a lease, and not have to worry about a car for a while. Give me a lease that's like a $9,000 lease, where I can pay it off within a year or two. Not like a $20,000-$30,000 car. It's just retarded. So yeah, man. With the car and everything, that's pretty much what that is. Looking for a guy to toss that on there for me. I would do it myself, but I looked up some videos, and you need a bushel tool. You need a bushing tool in order to take the old bushing out of the controller. See, and I don't have the tool, so I would do it. I would find a jack. I could find the other tools, but like that bushing tools is something that you need in order to get that off. And I don't have it. And majority of the times, like just about every video I saw, the video kept rolling up until it was time to take that bushing off, and they would put a sign up there that said went to auto shop and mechanic took the bushing off. So man, so that's the car. My phone, I'm looking for a new phone. I broke my volume button on the phone. I did a hood repair on it, so it's kind of still running, but the volume button is locked. I cannot change up the volume button. It is locked. I do not know what's wrong with it. Like I said, I did a hood jimmy on it, so it works, but the volume button is locked. You know what I'm saying? I can't fluctuate it without having a complication or issue. I don't want to make it no worse than what it is, so I'm not really gonna speak on it. What else? Man, personal stuff. Still no relationship yet. I haven't fully decided to get back with my ex-girlfriend yet, but we are talking. She wants to get her own place. She's in a roommate situation as well. She wants to get a place with me, and I'm afraid because I lack the funds. Now, she's not really caring. She don't really care that I don't have the funds. She says she, give me what I need, but I'm very afraid to get into another situation like that because of how the last situation went. When I was going like that, so I'm just scared, man. I'm trying to protect myself. Like, it sounds good, but you know what they say about things that sound too good to be true. What else? Talked about family a little bit. I still got to call my mom. Try to run over there. She's going for the holiday. What else? What else, man? What else, Palm? What else, bro? What else, bro? It's really it, I guess, on the personal side, man. Like them games and all that. Ain't really been gaming all like that. Still find a couple of power modes here and there on that Odyssey. Getting to that Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Dragon Ball Fighters. Dude, that is one hell of a game. That is a hell of a game, man. That Dragon Ball Fighters, man. I don't think I've seen a game move so quick. You have to really be on your P's and Q's if you don't want to get beat up, especially online. Now, the issue that I have with online, which is why I mentioned it in another vlog before, is, facing people online is all good up until you have a shitty connection. And this can go on either side of the spectrum. So if you have a shitty connection and you fight somebody that has a top tier connection, you know what I mean? They have a top connection, but you have a shitty connection, your fights are going to skip, pause, and stop. And as I just stated about 30 seconds ago, this is one of the most blistering fast, quick hand-eye coordination, quick reflex games I've ever seen. So you have to be quick, and imagine trying to be quick and on point and never mess up on the game that's pausing, skipping, and stopping. It just does not go together well. But I've seen people have good fights online. I've seen people have fights that, go smooth as butter. I've seen fights that look like they was local, almost, as good as a local fight. So I'm not going to completely bash Namco for, their server, whatever net code they using. But I just, a game like that, you should want to use like the most superior net code possible. because it's so in depth and it's so fast. So you wouldn't want your players to be angered or aggravated. You want to keep them, happy. Let's see. Yeah, that Dragon Ball Z. I've been getting into it a little bit. Like I said, I haven't really unlocked anything. Haven't played the story mode or anything. I just played the arcade mode a couple times. Um, yeah, so I really just played around with it, but I'm really into it. Like, it got me to the point where I want to rewatch the Z series because I ain't seen it in so long. And I got the GT series, and which I borrowed from somebody, but I got the GT series. I might not be giving it back, but yeah. And then also watch like the original Dragon Ball series, like, cause I like to be in tune with the characters that I'm dealing with. I like to know. It makes me feel closer with the games when I watch the series that's behind it. So as far as like gaming, man, it's really just been like that Dragon Ball, maybe a little Mortal Kombat sprinkled in, Mortal Kombat X, Cyrex. I'm main in Cyrex right now at this point in time. Street Fighter Anniversary, I beat New Generation and Double Impact. Beat both of those with Ken. Obviously, I got the top score because nobody else in the house plays it. So until that score is broken, I guess I'll walk around with a crown on my head. I don't know. What else? Looking forward to a couple games too. Looking forward to like Soul Calibur 6, man. I'm really looking forward to playing Soul Calibur 6. I've been waiting for a long time. Almost 10 years. Let's see, 2012 was the last Soul Calibur I played, which was 5. And it was a good game, but something was missing from the game. I'm going to say that again. Something was missing from the game. I don't know what was missing, but something was missing from the game. Now, granted, the story mode was kind of black and white illustrated a little bit. It wasn't really full of color. It wasn't as deep and in depth as the story mode on 4. There was no Tower of Souls on 5. So like the replay value was cut down. The character customization was basically candy wrapping. So it wasn't really the best. In terms of replay value, like pretty much once you beat the game, once you beat the it's like story 1809 AD or something like that. I gotta look it up to get the right numbers. But once you beat that story mode, there's pretty much nothing for you to do. I mean, you can unlock a couple characters at the bottom. There's like a bottom row for you to unlock, but once you do that, it's pretty much dead meat for the game, unless you're a super fan like me and you just play just to get good at it. But that was like the biggest disappointment about that. On the character creation compared to 4 was a joke. There was actual RPG elements, like you can put some poison on your weapon so you can stab somebody and they will be poisoned. You can give yourself like an offense accelerator. So, at the start of a match, your offense will be boosted up for the first 10 seconds. Stuff like that. It was like big fun to compile and create a character, and they took that aspect, that element away in 5, which made 5 seem a little dry compared to 4. But yeah, so 6 is coming out, and I hear that they bring in all the elements together. All the elements. To me, the best battle engine of all the Soul Caliburs would have to be 2. That was like the most fair, the most balanced, the most fun. Didn't seem cheap. Didn't seem over, rebellious. It wasn't really broken. Like, there was some broken techniques you can use, but 3 was just so broken. Like, you had to be a fan in order to enjoy that. 4 wasn't as broken to me. People say 5 was pretty broken, especially like legendary mode. It's just no beating Keelik. I mean, well, not Keelik, but no beating those legendary characters unless you really have mastered, a character in the game, and you can run through it. But yeah, man, Soul Calibur 6, Crash is coming to the Switch. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, I got it for the PS4, but Switch is supposed to have like a exclusive level that you're supposed to be able to get to. So I'm looking for that. Let's see, games coming out. I'm looking at Madden 19. I got Madden 16. I got Live 18, so I'm not really in too much of a hurry to get Live 19. What else, man? Like I said, mentioned Street Fighter, already got it. No Mortal Kombat announcement at E3. It was a little strange. I thought for sure we were going to get a Shaolin Monks announcement, Shaolin Monks 2 announcement, seeing as how it was around that time. Storyline is starting to get a little crazy since the first Mortal Kombat re-release on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. But I guess we got to go another game before we get that. Let's see, games that are coming out. Oh yeah, new Smash, dude. That is an instant buy. Nintendo will be robbing me day of. When they start pre-ordering at GameStop, I am going to be one of the first people at GameStop to pick up or pre-order Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That is going to be a definite. I'm going to be broke from purchasing the biggest version of that game because I want all the characters. I don't want to get DLC later or I got the cheap version of the game, so I'm missing stages. No, I might have to get the $80 version, whatever. I don't know, but that Smash Bros is a definite, and it's supposed to have everybody, every character that ever entered a Smash game is going to be in Smash Bros Ultimate. So that means Snake, that means Wolf, that means Kirby, that means King Dedede, that means Star Fox, that means Samus, Dr. Mario, Bowser, Giga Bowser. I mean everybody. And new characters. So we'll get characters from like the Splatoon game. We supposed to be getting another new character. I don't know, but new characters are coming as well. And also all the DLC from the last Smash Bros. Game will be in this game. So, like, Cloud is going to be in the game. Ryu is going to be in the game. Bayonetta, so it's going to be a phenomenal game. Looks like an update from the Wii U game, kind of how the Wii U game was an update to the Wii game. But it still looks pretty good. I saw a couple of the tournaments that was running on YouTube on it. And I gotta say, I'm very interested. The battle mechanics look nice and clean. They look a little cleaned up. I hope they took that jump mechanic off, though. Like, you can jump off somebody's head like a spring. You see, they stopped that slip mechanic from Brawl, so I'm just looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, so that's as far as the game side. Oh, yeah, and they say the PS5 and the Xbox 2 or 720 or whatever is supposed to be coming out soon, so start looking for announcements for that. It's really about time. Since how those systems came out in, 2012, 13, it's been about 5 years. The most console game life is about 5 years. Our last generation just got lucky. But yeah, the average game console life is 5 years. So, but as you can see, the PS3 and the 360 is finally phasing out. Really, it was really a lucky console year, console lifespan. But yeah, so yeah, looking forward to a couple games coming out. And that's really it. As far as what I've been watching, I had this show called Entourage, and I've never seen it before. My roommate's mom sent the care package out, and she said her mom thought about me or something and gave me the movie, gave me the TV show, and I tossed it in, and it was pretty dope. Like I said, it's like a show about this movie star dude or actor, and he has this group of friends, and they kind of mooch off his benefits, you know what I'm saying? And so, wherever he goes, they get to go. So if he goes to like a red carpet, then, they get to go. If he goes to like, one of the VIP parties, then they get to go. So it's pretty interesting. They run into some interesting scenarios and situations, and it kind of reminds me of back in my high school days when me and my buddies used to hang out. But of course, none of us were rich stars. But it does remind me of how we used to, like my friend Judah. He had this other guy who had his studio in his basement, so we would all go with him and just remind you of the old days, man. And, kicking it with your friends and your buddies. I don't know what kind of bug that was. Um, yeah. So that's that Entourage. I watched a little bit more of that Dragon Ball. Watch a little bit more of that Will. Still watching Will Smith every so often. Fresh Prince. Um, Still watch Heroes and stuff every so often. That's like a rotational show. I keep on rotation. But yeah, man. I think that's really it as far as me. Couple other things, but that's really about it. So I'm gonna stop here and get into that other topic I was telling you about.